Maybe there's a lore reason for a cute guy to be in here. Shad'har the Insatiable. Hungry. Crush. Debilitating spit. Living miasma. Okay. Yeah, he looks like a battle pet. I doubt this guy has a temporary model. Blizzard wouldn't put this dude in if it was a temporary model, would they? I've never PTR tested. They might. So they've got an enraged thing. You feed the pet, the enrage goes down. It only punishes you at 10 stacks. It doesn't punish you beforehand. And it doesn't mention anything else happening when he gets fed. This is the tank mechanic. That's a lot of damage. But it's physical. Increases damage taken by dissolve. Oh. It's Agrimar and it's Grong? The same tank swap mechanic. Take hit swap, take hit swap. $24k every 1 second. I need to add that to my grid frames. This looks like, what's it called? Fetid Devourer, kinda?
3, 2,
maybe?
1.
We'll see. I saw in chat that this dude. Oh, the other guy's starting. I saw in chat that. Oh, what the heck? I guess I'm gonna put atonements out. I don't know what's doing damage. I don't have any debuffs showing. I just got LOS by a couple things. It looked like this is a mess. I'm getting LOS'd. I don't know how. I'm targeting these nerds and the radiance is blue handing. I'm gonna stand in a puddle. I wanna keep reading the dungeon journal. Let me read. The pools around coalesce into living miasma. Fixates. Spit. Does damage. 4 dots. No, 4 stacks. Okay. This is not Fetid Devourer. This is Prayer of Mending. We're adding it. Debilitating spit. Ooh. Debilitating spit. Icon center. So this was tank mechanic, this is feeding him. This is a dot. This spawns ads. They cast Slurry Outburst. 298k. 294k, sorry.
5,
That must have been what hit us.
3,
It does damage based on where they are. And it happened very quickly. This might be like... I'm just gonna start ramping. This might be a Zakul situation. Where the damage wants you to ramp at the beginning if you're looking the pad. I'm late on the CRT, if that was my goal. Oh, swirlies! I'm bad. I thought I could finish the cast in time. We couldn't. I won't do it again. He doesn't look bad. Those ads don't do enough damage to warrant doing what I did. And the damage coming out is not that high for now. I saw a red light. That looked important. There's dots going out on people. This is the one we're tracking. Is he? That's cute. Oh, he's casting Flash Heal! That makes sense, the tank's getting hammered, but... This guy's casting Renew! Seeds Major. Do you even cast Circle of Healing during Apotheosis? It doesn't reset your holy words. I feel like you wouldn't, but I don't know anything about that. My immediate gut reaction is you don't do it. Because resetting the holy word is so high value? What is it, like 4 Prayer of Healings, 5 Prayer of Healings to reset the thing? There was another dot going around, it felt like, that I couldn't see, or it was all the ad damage from them spawning in. This was a dot we added. The flare fixated by the living Chow is rooted. That's a cute name. Living Chow. When the living miasma explodes, it leaves behind multiple tasty morsels. Nice. You feed the guy. To reduce the hunger, you inflict slimy residue. Okay, that's a dot we need to add. Slimy residue. No, I'm not done. Please. Okay. I might have to make weak Aura Glows for these rather than adding the icon, because my Grid 2 setup isn't as good as it could be. It doesn't handle overlap very well. Damage happens soon. There it is. I guess rather than rapturing that, you just open the fight with the Radiance Charge. I'm so bad I said I wouldn't do that again. There's like no time to move from that. As soon as it happens, you just gotta go. Look at that. It doesn't seem proximity based. Like the swirlies closer to the guy seem to land at the same time as the swirlies outside. Yeah, same time all the way through. Doesn't matter where you stand. It lands so much quicker than I thought it would. Ugh. Let's redo this somewhere. There's swirlies, there's a second dot from slimy residue. There's slurry outburst, damage when the ads spawn in. I wish I knew exactly when the ads did spawn. It seems like the damage happens before the ads show up. Like the process of it coalescing does the damage and not the ad going poof, I'm here. We added the dot. They're saying move to the other side when he breathes. That sounds like we should be like right up on his butt to make moving easier, because the cone is thicker on the ends, right? Unless the ads spawn on like this end or this end, because the closer you are to the puddle, the more damage you take. You'd have to figure that out. I'll try being melee range of the boss.
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna apply our dot, and then just instantly radiance, I guess. There's the damage. I like it. That was a good move. We dodged the swirly. I'm gonna try to stay in melee range. There's a dot. Oh, it only lasts 5 seconds. You can't actually attune that very well. Oh no. Please, let me cast. We took a big hunk of damage there. I don't know where it happened, why it happened, when it happens. Ugh. Damage taken. Umbral Eruption. Umbral Eruption. Oh! Yo, I never opened up the stage 1 tab. That makes a lot of sense. Dark carapace explodes every 20 seconds. That must be the first dot and not the ads that I was seeing. It only lasts 5 seconds. Every few seconds it erupts off the guy. 250k. That's the swirlies. I should have released. So we got swirlies to dodge. He applies a dot every 20 seconds. It does a pretty solid amount of damage. Yo, this is an essence font fight. This is a mystery land that we're treading upon. Shadowy breath. This is dodgeable. This is not dodgeable. This is dodgeable. Every 20, starting right on the pole. So I could radiance each one and just watch my radiance timer to match up with the thing. And I guess that also means I'm counting out a few atonements? That's weird. Please no sexualizing the streamer, I think. But I acknowledge that as a fetish. I believe it. I think I want to do a few atonements at the beginning into Radiance and then watch the Radiance timer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll dot first. And hit fade. I doubt I want to ERT. I also kind of doubt ERT would be the move with how low the damage intake is there. You kind of just cycle the thing for value. And we're watching the timer again. It's happening soon in 5 seconds. Oh no! Oh! Alright, we took a swirl. Could have been worse. There's damage. I don't know what that was. The big red nuki that happens? Ouch. I'll keep playing. There's another one happening in 5 seconds. There's another. The red. Whatever that red thing is, I need to figure it out. It does damage to the raid. And it seems like an okay spot to use an Evang. It felt like 20 seconds into the fight. Like as that first Radiance charge was coming back up, big raid damage. Another one happens again when this Radiance comes up. Yeah. The red. Whatever that red is, it's so much damage. And my schism keeps getting out of sync because it's a 24-second cooldown and not a 20-second cooldown. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It's okay. Slimy residue does damage. Tasty morsel is when you feed the guy. The tasty morsel must be that red glow, but why does it do damage? The dungeon journal doesn't mention that. I guess I should track dissolve on the tank so I know which guy to keep the atonements on. This dot lasts 20 seconds and it does 112k? That's a lot. Every 1 second? That's a lot. Oh, my bad. From the slime exploding? The red thing is the tasty morsel. The slime oh, so it's not a... I see. The ads spawn in, the ads die. They leave the tasty morsel. That makes sense. We'll do single radiance now. Alright, we synced it up. That was like 5 atonements with bloodlust up, give or take. There's a tasty morsel light over there, but I think it's bugged. I'm going to go into a rapture here and just test the waters. I'm interested. I don't know when that thing... Oh, there's a Slimer. I see a Slimer. He died. That was a lot of damage. I'm on the wrong meter, very sorry. I assume we did a lot of healing there. It felt like it. Need new... That must be the tank with the dot that I said I would start trying to track. For some reason, I can't... Oh! I cannot... That hurts! That hurts so much! Ow! I'm gonna stand in a puddle. I'm gonna watch something. Yeah, it's a lot of healing. That makes sense. Damage taken. So we got Debilitating Spit, that was the dot that we're trying to track. Umbral Mantle, that's another dot, that's just every 20 seconds. Umbral Eruption, Slurry Outburst. Umbral Eruption is the swirlies on the floor, that's dodgeable. Where are you? Are we just phasing past one? I don't think we are. Slimy Residue. Tasty Morsel. Living Miasma Explodes. Slurry Outburst. Okay. Okay. So the different timing on the slime exploding is controlled by the player. That's interesting. So it's kind of like a King Garoth Ashvane sort of deal, but it's not the tanks controlling it, it's your DPS players. I don't know how to feel about that one. Oh. So the slime spawns in, it's a little red guy, it chases a player around the room, it touches the player, and then goes boom. It says it fixates a dude, and they get rooted. They don't control it. You have to watch the guy. Having a timer here would be so useful. I kind of have the internal clock down, but also kind of not. We did 5 atonements last time. Maybe it was just 4. Whatever. I'm on the wrong meter again. I ate that swirly. Living Miasma. I see the guy who's fixated. We're gonna be late on that. Okay. Alright. I understand. I only did 1 Radiance trade. That was bad. This is interesting. I'm feeling it. I guess ideally you would be ramping kind of late into the swirly, so you could try to catch the dot damage if the dot had just fallen off, or if it wasn't being picked up quite yet. But if it happens at about the same time, you wouldn't care. You just go for it. Now we're rooted. We can see the Slimer. He's coming for us. There's no outplaying this. It just happens. So before the thing, when it says Living Miasma is coming in, you gotta pan your camera around the room, find the dude, watch the path distance, and then use that to judge your ramp timing? That's cool. I like that. I should release. ERT seems kinda cool for this. I wonder how far apart the red blobs are. Wait, he's not casting Essence Font. When did he die? That makes sense 30 seconds in. But it also doesn't make sense, he just Essence Font at the start. Before you weigh the crane. No Halo casts? You running Benediction? Oh. There you go. No, he just doesn't press Halo. Did he Die? No. Interesting. So we've got Tasty Morsel. That doesn't do damage, that's just the mechanic. Slurry Outburst is when the little dude reaches your guy. Watch the little dude. Watch the little dude and be far away from the little dude. Or be far away from the player, I should say.
4, 3,
Where's the tank?
2,
Here you are.
1.
We do a ramper. We do a radiance. Miasma's coming in soon. Oh my god, I got hit by that. I'm ramping. I see that living miasma message. I see the player. Wait, he unrooted himself. The heck? I'm not interested in eating that. There's another red slime. Dude! The slime hits are so close together, your Evange gets both of them! What the hell? Blizzard? Blizzard! Those atonements lingered into the second. Oh my god. That's disgusting. There's another one coming in. I'm ramping. Oh, let me double radiance. Oh, that's fun. I like that. I'm gonna try to dodge it this way. Cool. That's easy enough. I'm gonna ERT again. Here comes the ad. We'll sync it up with the Schism cast. Need to refresh the stat. This is a good time. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do for this Evange coming in. I guess you'd Rapture. But I think we flipped, didn't we? No, I combined Rapture and Evange that other time. Was it worth it? I feel like it wasn't worth the move. I'll try disjointing the two on the next one. So our game plan right now. Fight starts, dot the guy, 4 atonements, single radiance, do our thing, and as soon as it's over, we ramp and we go in. ERT seems like a really good move on this fight, but I haven't tried the shield essence. I technically have access to it, but I don't have a tome. It's awkward. This is cool. This is enjoyable. I hope they don't nerf this guy's damage intake.
Five, 4, 3.
Oh, that's the wrong tank.
1.
That's the right tank. 1, 2, 3, 4. Radiant Schism. Doing our thing. Getting ready to dodge. We're dodging. That's the first time we haven't been hit by that shit. I'm pretty happy. I'm ramping. As wide as we can get it. Finishing. No. Don't. Blizzard! I'm trying to finish. I didn't respect it. I'm a fool. Those atonements did not linger in time. That means I finished the ramp later, the other time around. We'll finish later. We'll go wider. Or start later, one or the other. Catching both slimes is insane. I don't see a reason not to try for it. Because you're going into that at kind of full HP, you won't die. I don't think you would die. You're on top of multiple swirlies with multiple players on you. So it... I am 100% running ERT Major on this guy. This is so cool. I hope the timing is how it feels in my head right now, because I can't see the timers, I can't see my boss timers, this is all just feely, guessy, trying things out. But it feels good. It seems good. And the damage intake is there. But at the same time, we are not moving away from the player. The damage is proximity based. It might go way down once we start doing that in an actual group. I just realized my stream thing is disabled, so it never popped up in the Warcraft Priest thing. I don't know how to turn that on without restarting my OBS.
4, 3,
Whoops.
2, 1.
Dotting 1, 2, 3, 4. Radiance. A little sorely. I got hit by that. Ah! Ramping. I'm not gonna finish early, I'm not gonna panic. I'm gonna ERT now. And we're gonna finish it into this. Here comes the other Slimer, and these atonements should linger. Please! Hit him! Do the move! Thank you. Thank you very much, Blizzard. And I think I'm rapturing? This might be too early. We're only catching the damage from the dot here. Yeah, I should have watched for the slime. Ugh. That wasn't good. There's the slime. Okay. We'll delay rapture for that. No! That's so much damage. We're dead. I also love watching how fast the health bars move. There was a moment the other day on Orgazoa where I had the opportunity to ERT it without a paladin in the room, and my healing was much higher than it had been for a lot of Legion. Or not a lot of Legion, a lot of BFA, and it brought me back to like how it felt to be a Disc Priest in Legion. Very enjoyable. I would recommend benching all of your pink classers. Ironically, of course. Paladin would be insane on this. Like, I freaked out about how Evang lingered into 2 slime hits. Wings is lingering into both slime hits from the get-go. I wonder how it looks on a late Wings and on an early Wings for that. It might be super solid either way. I think late Evang is for sure the way to go to hit both. I just don't know how late you have to be.
1.
This is the ramper. Does the breath? Oh no. Wait. That's not good. We only evanged one of the radiances. The way the breath was pointed was different. That's such a long fear. those atonements are not gonna linger. So the last time we did our ramp, we were able to go to the left of the boss, but this time he covered that entire section. I'm supposed to be melee range of the boss so that it's easier to reach the guy, but at the same time it's interesting. Ranged DPS I've been seeing are targeted by the slime. He's targeted. I've never seen it melee. If I have seen it melee, they're immuning the root and moving away. If the ranged are on top of the boss, the melee have to run away. If the ranged are far away from the boss, the range just moves forward and the melee get to stay still. Ish. I play that one like poop. I just had to be more on the ball about the movement. Because towards the end of that atonement window, I'm able to power word shield and move during the ramp. Or I could fit in Shadow Fiend in its place. It's not bad. I can chill. It only feels bad. I should eat food.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I should be precasting a smite there. Forgetting. Slowly happens during this, so I'll hold penance. There it is. Yeah, we'll hold penance for that. Ramp. We finish. Oh, I couldn't schism. FPS is a struggle, by the way. I have such low frames during this. So we're gonna hold our thing until what's it called happens. I don't know when it's happening. The slime guy? Give me your finest slime guy, please. There it is. ERT twice. I guess we single radiance because we're not evanging there. There's no way to carry it over into the next slime hit. We'll use the single to help out with the next stun. If there is a next stun. For whatever reason, the first was a double, like slime slime. But there is no extra slime here. There's the other. That was 20 seconds apart. I feel like the other wasn't 20. There's no way the other was 20. I'm gonna stand and poop. There was no way the first slime and second slime were 20 seconds apart because we could evange both. For whatever reason, those two are really close. The third slime is super far away, and the fourth slime is super far away. Third felt like a 40-second window. Fourth was 20-second window. So I can cycle the Radiance charge, I guess? And just sync it up with Schism throughout? We haven't left stage 1 because everything he's doing is purple, right? Looks like it's supposed to swap the green. Oh, but it goes back to purple. Maybe we've gone into green and I haven't noticed, and that's why the slime Sorry. And that's why the slime timer got changed. Like, the phase skipped it, kind of like Zakul. I would believe that. I haven't been watching the boss's HP. 72.4 on bigwigs. There's no way we win stage 2. It just doesn't happen. I wonder if feeding the guy changes timers at all. I kind of doubt anyone's feeding him right now. I'm not feeding him. I'm trying to work on this. Once we have bigwigs timers on this fight, it'll be a lot more obvious when you're supposed to hold penance or use penance, and that'll help a lot with healing as you dodge the purple swirlies. It'll also help a lot for my internal clock to know, hey, swap from Shadowman to Power Word Shield here, it's time to move. That'll be nice. And I want to have to play this trial and error game with the slimes, but it's fun. Like, if WoW had everything in the game be like this, no boss timers, I would still play. Like, right now, me figuring this out as I go along, I enjoy this. This is Disc Priest for me.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Coming up with your own way to approach stuff, trying it, giving it a swing, and modifying from there, that's my shit, dude. Thank you, Blizzard Entertainment. I got hit by that. We will modify it. I'm ramping. There's another swirly coming in soon. There it is. I got hit by that too. Jesus. No! Let me schism! Oh! The swirly is coming so quickly. I'm gonna move away from the red guy. Oh no, the atonements fall off. That wasn't that bad. If you saw the damage just now... Oh jeez. Ouch. The damage just now... What's it called? Oh god. The damage from the slime blowing up was much lower than it was the first time around, because the guy was in the corner and most of our group is over here. I'm late on this rapture. I'll try to hit the low HP guys. They're okay. I should probably add the purple damage from this guy's carapace to my raid frames, but maybe it's not required. Unsure. This thing's telling me I can't use my Evang. Or my Radiance. It won't come up in time for Evang, but at the same time I'd like to heal for more. And there is a miasma coming. If we're looking at this Evang timer right now, it wouldn't be up in time for that little blob guy. And our mana is dead. It's gone. The other healers don't heal for as much, especially the Holy Priest, so it's a bit of a struggle. And we're not executing with the red blobs very well. There he goes. It's so weird, he has no nameplate, so it's harder to see him. You just have to watch for the thing. So dying doesn't bug him out, he just picks a new target immediately. That's interesting. Someone just asked in, WoW, are any of the new caster trinkets great? I assume the buff I'm getting is called Titanic Empowerment? Because I've never seen that before. If it's Titanic Empowerment, then this orb that gives me 5k ints has... Ooh, where are you? 34% uptime? But there's another one. 42.3 symbiotic presence. What is that? That might be one of the essences that another player has. It buffs people when stuff is used. This trinket mentions that your abilities have a chance to shroud you in void, giving you an absorb. This might disable when you have both trinkets equipped.
5, 4.
Because the text was grayed out. I'd believe it.
1.
This Radiance combo was a little bit late. No big deal though, I think. It might make the ramp into this little globby boy a bit awkward. No! Oh, we got hit by that. Alright. We still caught the other glob guy, so that was cool. But check this out. The damage. That second glob seems to sync up with when this guy drops his carapace. Because we had a damage dot follow up afterwards. The ERT I just used, I think, was probably not correct. It did catch the dot damage there. There is a blob, yeah. So rather than ERTing there, you could ERT that. Whatever you ERT, you want it to follow up the blob damage plus the dots, probably. Hit both every time. The first blob has no dot damage. The damage is from before, question mark? Or maybe it happens at the same time, so it's not as noticeable. That would make sense to me, because the timer I'm using for it is my radiance charge, right? That's 20 seconds. And the tooltip here says every 20. It happens basically right off the bat. I think it's okay to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to change that. I might change that I'm not overlapping Rapture, or I'm just going to try to be more vigilant about where I'm placing the Rapture. There's a moment in that where I've got the opportunity to use it and I don't. We're going to add that carapace thing so it's easier for me to tell. I think if this was on live, I wouldn't bother. But I'm gonna use this to be my raid timer of sorts. Oh, I didn't add it to an indicator. It's not gonna work.
4, 3, 2.
Precasting or smite. Huh. They moved his positioning this time. I didn't hold my penance like I said I would there. Should always do that. I'm gonna finish the ramp. Sequencing there was a little awkward. I'm unsure when his next carapace is. It just happened. If it just happens, I think the next slime is coming up in a second. I'm gonna pop Rapture and guess this is, yeah, alright, he's coming. I'm popping ERT. Ouch. But we finished, and we're healing, and we're in the mix. It's kinda cool. I wish I was Halo on this. Halo would be nice. I should have power word shielded while I was dodging there. Ugh. I also really wish I could see the timer on that carapace. It's really hard to keep a track of it the deeper I go in the fight, because I've seen less and less of this area. Like, right then, I didn't DRT, and I'm out of sync with my Evenge. Or down a Radiance charge that I shouldn't have used. Ah! I hate the Surly. You can't gamble with that Surly, you just gotta go. Oh. Oh! People leaving. Raid testing is still open, so if this group dissolves, I'll just try to join another one. I'll keep going until it's over, then we'll turn the stream off. So far, my thoughts on this fight. This is a good fight. I enjoy this. I took a portal! That's not bad. It's easy to get back. We still have 2 tanks, and we are in queue. I'll stay with these guys until we lose the tanks. We lost the tank. I'm gone. Give me a group with tanks that need healers. From my brief experience in the PTR, there are a lot of healers. Rosé Tust? I don't know what that means. I'll join? I wish I knew where PTR groups went to assemble. I would join them if it lined up with one I'm free. Sounds fun. I'm also bringing in tomes next time. I really want to try the new essences, but it's impossible. You can't swap into it. Blizzard did this thing where this is a heart forge. You can click this and swap your stuff, or put stuff in, but you can't swap stuff out. We're not in a rest area. It's all a bait. And the vendor doesn't give tomes. Please give tome. There's no tomes in here. And I swear the last time I was on this dude sold corrupted items. He doesn't do it anymore.
We shall meet again.
I'm gonna put on my leech cape. Oh, and I guess the pants. Item level doesn't matter. We're 10% leech, hell yeah. I've been holding pants. Oh, there's another leech cape I can wear. I've been holding stuff in my bags for a really long time from PvP in the hopes that one day I get the trophy. I'm really far away from the trophy, but not here. I've got this haste verse leech cape from PvP. I've got these 420 haste mastery leech things from PvP. And they're all just waiting to get upgraded. Oh, so much leech. This jellyweed has really fat leech too. I wanted to try the set bonus there, that's why I never swapped. The leech is huge. I kind of feel like there's no way we get beaten out. This was the on-use that I was interested in. If you pop this as you're finishing the ramp, I guess after Shadow Fiend or right before Schism, maybe even earlier. This thing lasts 20 seconds. I guess you'd pop it during the Radiance cast, maybe a bit sooner. You hit this button, 11 or 1.15, 1100 crit. You move into the group stack, you do your smitey stuff, and then you get another 1100 bursts. That's pretty cool. I don't know if it's needed, because you give up your healing in other portions of the fight, but it's not like it's bad. You get to control your procs. If this was like a proc random stat stick thing, and focus it into a window where you're doing a bunch of healing. Unsure. I don't know if this is gonna fill on time. It says realm time 254. I assume testing ends at 3. Because that happened on the other boss. We just got poofed out. Or not poofed out, but the boss despawned after we phased it. The best Azure chest in the raid? I haven't looked at any loot. Oh. You thinking of Il'gynoth? I don't see a chest on the loot table. I see a headpiece. Were you here for when we were pulling Shad'har? This guy is really fun. I love that fight. Il'gynoth was kinda cool-ish. You can look it back on the VOD if you want to check it out. PTR experience is interesting. Playing without boss timers, I actually enjoyed it. Having to just figure out what's happening by pulling it over and over and watching for like visual cues or audio cues, or just memorizing the order. It felt very much like I was playing on a console and doing the thing. It was fun. From the pulls I did on Shad'har, it felt like a pretty solid fight for Disc. His first 2 big damage abilities in the fight line up well with Evang in how they hit. Not necessarily the cooldown of the thing, but the damage goes, you pull the boss, maybe 4 or 5 seconds into it, he nukes the raid with damage and a dot. That thing lingers for a bit, falls off. 20 seconds later, after you use a Radiance charge on that first damage hit, he spawns a blob, and the blob does raid-wide damage. When the blob connects, he does another one of those every 20 seconds, I nuke the raid ability. Your Evang covers the blob hit, the dot damage from his every 20-second hit, and then if you ramp late, you can take your atonements into the second blob hit. He spawns another one. So you're covering his every 20-second ability, the blob hit, and the other blob hit with 1 Evangelism. It's so much value, it's so much healing, and it feels great, but you would need your raid to trust you on what you're doing and not do another CD. At the very beginning of what I was doing, here, let me go backwards. At the beginning of the polls, the healing looked kind of like this, where we were really, really high up. On the later polls, the Shaman and the Mistweaver were using Revival Healing Tide probably on the thing I was covering, and we didn't heal for as much because we ramped late into the thing. On purpose. The time between blob hits feels like 20 seconds between the first and the second. No, not sorry. Less than 20. I'd probably say less than 15, maybe around 12. After the second blob connects, the time is much bigger. Maybe 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds. And then the one from third to fourth also feels about 20 seconds. I'm not sure why it varies so much, but the very first hit fits well with Evangelism. And the other big AoE in the fight, not like super big, but it does damage, is Umbral Mantle. This 39k times 5 happens every 20. You could Radiance into this every single time, and then just delay a Radiance if the next thing coming up would be a blob and you're trying to cover that. That would work out. We never saw phase 2, we never saw phase 3. Every wipe was like 70%. I don't think this is happening. There's no one chaining. We're at 3. I'm gonna try hearthing out and taking the teleport again. If we can't teleport inside, PTR is over. I don't want to sit here forever for nothing. Command name UI. Trying to swap to a different bot. The Streamlabs bot doesn't quite do what I want it to do. Do Mistweavers feel different? Unsure. This Mistweaver wasn't very good. He cast Essence Spot twice in, what? A 2-minute pull? I'm trying to scroll up to the, 2.5 minutes, he did 2 Essence Spots. This should have been much more. Every time the purple stuff hit us, that could have been an Essence Spot. Every blob that hit us could have been an Essence Spot. Oh yeah, it's closed. We can't do it. There would be an option here on the right side. We're done, Zo. I'm gonna leave the group. I guess I'll upload the log from the poll. We can take a look at that before we turn the stream off. Yeah, I believe it's over. When I waddled up to that NPC and I talked to him, in the dialogue box, right hand side, it would have said teleport to Nya'lotha for PTR testing, something like that. No option. When that happened the other day, it meant raid testing was over. So we are just going to go to Warcraft logs. If it's up, it's up. I'm uploading the log and I'll take a look at the damage pattern. What I was doing was pull timer dot boss 4x atonements, 1x radiance, schism. After atonements fall off, ramp, finish ramp as blob hits. And that was it. That was all I really planned. It worked out, but it only worked because we bloodlusted on pull. If bloodlust on pull is not the strat, you'd have to change it slightly. And you wouldn't be able to go quite as wide. Wait, No, I don't have logs! That's annoying. I thought I would. Let me try it one more time to see if it thought I didn't have logs because I didn't click on the PTR button. I think it didn't log because of my settings. I do my logs through Exorcist Raid Tools or Bigwigs, one or the other. And I have a feeling I didn't have the settings transfer over when I copy pasted the add-ons, and if that happened, that's a tragedy. I'm very interested in what happens here. Oh, I'm canceling this. I'm in the retail folder. Please. No. Okay, we have no logs. Ah. I guess we could try looking at other people's logs. I'm sure other dudes have done this. Oh, Midwinter is attempting it. Okay. We can look at Midwinter's logs before we turn this off. The Looking at Logs tab. For some reason, the window capture did not save. There we go. We were looking at Shad'har. Hey, it's a holy priest. He probably used salve in the same spot I'm doing the ramp in. Whoops, not cast. Sorry, we want to be. Please. Damage taken from ability. So if. Oh! We did not see this. Did we? No, we did. It's just a different icon. PTR logs? It's right here. Nya'lotha. Just click on the thingy. No one's killed the boss, I think. Maybe you could check the rankings for that? No. So you just click on the progress button, or the all reports button. No, all reports. I'm wrong. You click on all reports, and you just find the log. So, Umbral Mantle was the every 20-second damage events, and it happens about where I thought it was, like 3 seconds into the fight. Damage, it doesn't stop. The other bit... Huh! A lot of people took damage from this. This is completely avoidable, as far as I know. It's a purple swirly on the floor. You know, even Midwinter takes this much damage. I don't feel too sad about how I was playing, but it was pretty bad. This is the blob hits. So the first one lines up with this. This is what we were doing. We did 1 radiance here. 20 seconds later, you finished a ramp, and it carries into this blob hit. But their second hit is not quite how it was in the pug. In the pug, this hit was closer, I feel like. We didn't have the logs saved. I hope it's closer, but if Midwinter split them apart on purpose and delayed this, like they cleansed the roots with, I don't know, freedom, and they had the guy move around, delaying this, I guess I could see being really good. It looks about the same. I'm unsure. When we were testing this, I was able to have my Evang go into here, but looking at this right now, the time, it's too far away. You wouldn't get the thing. Let's check out a different log, or a different pull attempt. Yeah, there we go. This is what it looked like, or felt like when we were in the fight. You'd have the hits, and then another hit. Less than, or not less than, 10 seconds apart? Things that are 10 seconds apart, you can definitely cover with Evang. So you would get it in late, cover this hit, then get that hit. Atonements fall off right about here. Another damage event happens. And then the next blob's super far away. This is exactly how it felt inside of the raid. So if you double radiance right here, 40 seconds in the future, 104, you would overcap on radiance at this point. 20 seconds from that, this is 10 seconds. I guess you'd have an option. You could single radiance here, heal, and then rapture for this. Or you could just not radiance, rapture, do this. And the next bob's also super far away. I'm not sure how it goes from blob, blob, nothing, blob, nothing, blob. That's weird. But these blobs are 40 seconds apart. You could double here, and just skip out on this, let someone else do it. I guess I could see that. So you would evenge here, do your thing, rapture this and double radiance, do your thing, contribute nothing here, and then double radiance again. Evenge, if Evenge was still a minute 15, you could get this with Evenge. But it's not. That's really funny. Anytime that Evenge nerf is relevant, super funny to me. Alright, this is a better idea. It's a bit of a longer pull. Blob, blob, hits. Nothing, blob. This blob, 40 seconds. This blob, a minute. You cover this with the Evenge, so you wouldn't have the radiance again. Stuff happens. You double radiance here. You could double radiance this. Oh, wait. This is 20 seconds apart between here and here. And from here to here, it's 40. I don't know what happens, but it changed the timing from the 306 pull to the other pull. 40. Is that another 40? My brain's not working. No, not quite. 40 from here would be 220. But this is 40. Whoa. Those are some close blob hits. 24. No, it's about the same. I'm not sure why it shows up super squished here, but that's the same time frame as the other log. So that's not 40. This isn't 40 because it depends on the distance between the player and the blob. Sometimes it's closer, sometimes it's further. So I guess you could not consistently double radiance it. Sometimes. Would that matter? Probably not. Not unless you go into it really low. So the blobs that are spooky are the ones where it goes Umbral Mantle, blob. If you get the mantle and it hits the raid, but you assign the cooldown for the blob, the guy who casts the CD would have to just intuitively know, hey, this happens and this is gonna happen. We want to be healthy for this. It's interesting. And another part that changes is how far is the blob target from the raid. If you can get a lot of distance, you cut down the damage by quite a bit. It's done by proximity. I also love log. I did PTR testing for the new raid just a little bit ago. It ended. Turns out PTR testing is super fast. It's like a minute. Or not a minute, an hour? I did an hour on one boss and less than an hour on another. This boss, Shad'har, so cool. I really enjoyed healing it. For DPS, I think they wouldn't have as much fun. The DPS stuff on that didn't seem incredibly interesting unless you're playing like Ellie Shaman or Boomkin, where you optimize your movement between the blobs in a good way. For melee, I don't think it'd be that interesting. But for healers, that was so cool. It was so much damage. Let me pull up the thing. Twitch. My dude. And we're looking at the VOD. Give me VOD. Oh, by the way, thanks for following Kaldek. I really appreciate that. Here. Oh, I guess we should get further back than that. This is the fight. It was fun. On the PTR, there are no timers because the bigwigs DBM guys don't have a lot of time to make it happen. Well, sorely, I got hit by that. So I kind of just had to pull the boss and figure out what was happening as it was happening. Give it a shot, try it out. It was fun. I really liked figuring things out on my own, kind of on the fly-ish. And I came up with a CD thing of sorts of how it found, or what I found out, pull to pull, and it worked out. We healed for a lot. And I think I'm rapturing? Anyway, it turns out you can access the PTR logs right now, and I was looking through a guild that's bigger than Pixel Frenzy. These guys do really well midwinter. Checking out the timers. The timers were about what I felt they were when I was doing it. This starts at the start of the fight, and then 20 seconds later, this happens, a blob hit. The blob hit syncs up with the Umbral Mantle, another 20 seconds. So if you Evang right here, you heal this damage event, this one, and that one. And you kind of sort of catch the tail end of this, but the attainments fall off. From there, this is 40 seconds away, so you could double Radiance here. You could Rapture here. Another thingy and another thingy. It's interesting. I would need to really dig in to figure out the other stuff. It looks like no one is getting to a point where other mechanics really kick in. Unsure. Anyway, I think that's the end of the stream. We spent a bit of time PTRing, a bit of time looking at blogs, and I'm all out of content. No, this is Mythic. Mythic testing opened up today for 2 bosses. I tried Il'gynoth, I tried Shad'har. Il'gynoth came back from the dead, I guess. He went to nya'lotha. He was the eyeball in the tree guy that we killed in Emerald Nightmare? Wait, no, you weren't there. You only started playing Legion in Antorus, right? Antorus, maybe Tomb? You did kill it? You might have done it on LFR then. Well, he's, yeah, he's back. Il'gynoth is back, and it looked like he has quite a few callback stuff, like, I guess fan service. He has patches of poop on the floor that gets made with lasers. If you stand in the laser, he gets silenced. He has a debuff. The debuff mechanic is a big circle around your character that shrinks and expands. When it shrinks and you dispel it, it does damage based on the size of the circle. Multiple of these are going off on the raid. I think like 8 were out in a 20-man group, maybe 10. You need to get the debuffs off eventually. I think you can let them time out, but it will just keep shrinking and expanding. When the circle gets to its maximum size, any player inside of the circle who is not the person afflicted by the debuff takes 140k in damage, and the circle gets big. So those dudes need to find their own space to be in, and the healers need to dispel the guys who call for the debuff dispel. We were not on Discord, so the healers would have to look at the player with this expanding circle and shrinking circle match up the player with the nameplate, with the raid frame, and then dispel the dude. It was a clown fiesta, yeah. Super, super bad. The first, I don't know, 6-7 pulls we did, the whole raid just exploded. Cause it'd be insta dispel. Blue frame, I dispel. Oh, and the damage intake from that felt reasonably high and kinda often. When I did my first Evangelism, the time it took to get to the next debuff set must have been like 30 seconds, if that. Maybe a bit less. It was interesting. I have high hopes for the next raid tier. If everything we saw, like Il'gynoth and Shad'har, is how the other fights are designed, I'm excited to heal the next raid tier. This seems like fun. Shad'har was very cool. Anyway, I'm donezo with stream. Thanks for showing up, thanks for watching. This was an off stream day. I don't normally stream on Friday. Monday, I'm not sure what I'm doing because we are no longer going to be raiding on Monday until the next raid tier. If I do anything, it's going to be non-WoW games unless I'm inspired to like push Mythic Plus or raid on an alt, but none of my alts are geared up and none of my alts have essences. If I had gear and essences on someone, I could stream like, I don't know, Holy Paladin pugging Mythic progression. And I think that'd be a pretty cool stream, but we got nothing. Anyway, goodbye. I could look for someone to host, but we didn't plan any of this stream out. I just looked and I saw, hey, we have PTR testing. I can get in that. And Zaf said, hey, you should stream. And we were here, streaming. I can host Wiki. Say hi to Wiki. Wiki's super nice. She plays a variety of games and she's an officer in my guild. She's playing Figment? No clue what that is. Bye.